Day 6 of my Batman movie review series continues today with The Dark Knight. I've been waiting a long time to review this movie, and I'm super excited to finally review this movie today. Okay, so at the end of Batman Begins, they foreshadowed the events of The Dark Knight. Like, Commissioner Gordon gave Batman this card with a Joker on it, and that leads to The Dark Knight. If you guys have seen my Batman Begins review, you guys know that when I first saw it, I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but looking back at it, it's a great movie. I was too young to appreciate Batman Begins. I was like 11 when I first saw it. Now, I think it's one of my all-time favorite superhero movies. Dark Knight, however, I think is not only my favorite Batman movie, it's my favorite superhero movie of all time. And not only that, it's one of my top 4 favorite movies of all time. So let's talk about why I love The Dark Knight. Okay, so Batman in this movie is once again played by Christian Bale, and Christian Bale is still great as Batman. The villain in this movie is Joker, and he is played by Heath Ledger. And Heath Ledger in this movie as the Joker is hands down one of the best performances ever to be put on screen. It is so sad what happened to him. Like, thinking about what happened to him makes me cry. If you guys don't know what Heath Ledger died of, he died of a drug overdose, and he died before this movie came out. Out of all the performances to be played by any actor in any superhero movie, Heath Ledger as the Joker would be my all-time favorite. His performance as the Joker was so good, he won an Oscar for this movie, and he deserved it. And Commissioner Gordon is in this movie too, and he is played by Gary Oldman, and Gary Oldman does a fantastic job playing Commissioner Gordon. Okay, so the story in this movie is that Batman and Commissioner Gordon, they're trying to team up with Harvey Dent to stop the mob of Gotham City, and it's a really, really good story. Aaron Eckhart does a fantastic job playing Harvey Dent. And this may sound weird, but I think this is the only movie I've seen Aaron Eckhart star in. And this is probably, Harvey Dent is probably my favorite performance he's ever given. And the special effects they put on him for when he turns into Two-Face like that half-burnt face, it is some of the most creepiest and most fantastic CGI ever to be put in a movie. And the only part this movie has CGI in is when Harvey Dent has that burnt face of him when he turns into Two-Face, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is practical. When the scene where Joker blows up the hospital, they actually blew up that hospital. And the one part where Batman flips over the truck that Joker is in, they actually flipped over a truck. Gosh, I love this movie. And if you guys haven't seen this movie, you're living under a rock like Patrick from SpongeBob. And they actually switched actresses in this movie. Remember Rachel from Batman Begins? Maggie Gyllenhaal replaces Katie Holmes to play Rachel. And I think Maggie Gyllenhaal does... Excuse me. I think Maggie Gyllenhaal... I think she does a much better job than Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes was good, but her Rachel felt like a workaholic. And Joker's plan in this movie, I'm not going to go into too much detail of it because of spoilers, but let's just say it's really diabolical. The Dark Knight not only has a great, interesting story, but it has great acting, once again by Christian Bale, who plays Batman. He still kills it. And the best thing about The Dark Knight is hands down Heath Ledger as the Joker. It is one of the best performances ever given in a movie. However, if I were to have one flaw with it, is that it would be... Nah, who am I kidding? This movie is flawless, and it kicks ass. The Dark Knight gets an A+. If you guys haven't seen this movie, go watch The Dark Knight right now. Even if you're watching this video, stop watching it. Rent it and watch it. Great movie. Alright, that wraps up my review of The Dark Knight. and my Batman movie review series continues tomorrow for the last movie in the series, The Dark Knight Rises. And I have a question for you. Have you seen The Dark Knight? What did you think of it? What have you thought of it? Comment below and let me know. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to subscribe.